Hello, big world. So, today I want to talk about not being able to drive. So, it's the standard to not be able to drive for 6 months after someone has had a seizure. But here in the state where I live, they won't take my driver's license away. So, I just am not driving because I'm trying to do the right thing. It's tough. I live in a place that's kind of out of the way, and but I'm learning how to use the bus system. I've been here many times with no car, just a bus pass and a bike. So at first it was really tough. I got out of the hospital. And I had a couple family members that came out to take care of me, and they were able to drive me around in my car, and it was nice, and I had people around me all the time for about 3 weeks. And I live alone. I've lived alone for a long time. I'm used to being by myself. And it was tough for me to adjust to having people around me all the time, despite how grateful I was that they were here. So I wanted some alone time, and then once I had the alone time, it was like everything that had happened over the previous month, 5 weeks, kind of settled in, and I had some quiet to just be with what was going on, with the fact that I had had a stroke, with the fact that I had had a seizure, that I had been in the hospital for a week. I wasn't even in the hospital for a week when I had my hysterectomy. When I had open abdominal surgery, I was in the hospital for 3 days. And this, I was in the hospital for a week, and it was a very serious thing that happened. So I also was not able to drive, and I didn't have anybody to drive me around in my car. So I had, for about a day and a half, I had this overwhelming feeling of being trapped and being stuck. And it was, even though, like I said, I'd been here many times before without a car, I was very grateful in these 6 months that I've been back. I was so grateful to have a car, and it was just a whole different world to me, being able to drive places, and I was involved in my community a lot more. And also, it wasn't my choice to have my license, or to have my driving privileges taken away. They didn't take away my license, but all of a sudden, all the other times that I'd been here and I hadn't had a car, it was by choice, and it was temporary. This was not a choice for me. It was a huge freedom that was taken away from me suddenly and without any input from me, that all of a sudden I wasn't able to drive. So like I said, it was about a day and a half after everything was quiet and I was alone, my precious alone time, that I just let the feeling be there, the feeling of being trapped and not having a choice, and such a big freedom taken away. And I just let that feeling be there for like a day and a half, and I was just very welcoming, accepting, allowing of the feeling. The feeling was uncomfortable, I guess. I mean, I try to look at feelings more as like information than good or bad. I try not to label them, but I definitely just let that feel, that if that feeling was in a box, I open up that box and let that feeling breathe and just let it occupy the space and let it be there and be like, yes, I've been through something very serious, and yes, it is a big change in my life that I can't drive. So let me tell you this in my last 1 minute that I have here. I am enjoying so much not driving. I am enjoying that I don't have so many choices. They say that when the more choices you have, the less satisfied you are with what choice you make. So I have amazing choices. I can walk on the beach. I can go for a bike ride. I can read a book. I can, attend some Zoom meeting online with other people. And those are my choices. And I am enjoying them so much. And I'm so glad that I gave that feeling of resistance the space that it needed to just be there and then go past it. That's a new thing for me. I always tried to fight feelings, and now just allowing the feelings without fear it's a great life. And I'm really enjoying myself today. So, mwah.